Good morning. Today we will learn how to write a part program for radius turning. For radius turning, we have to use circular interpolation function. There are two types of circular interpolation function. First one is circular interpolation in clockwise direction, that is G02, and circular interpolation in counterclockwise direction, that is G03. These two codes are used for radius turning. We will study this with the help of one example. Write down the problem. Write a part program to machine workpiece as shown in figure on CNC lathe. Depth of cut is 1.5 millimeter. Operations to be performed are: first one, facing; second, plane turning; and third, radius turning. This is a part program. You have to write the part program for the profile as shown in figure. The raw material available is having 25 millimeter diameter and length 60 millimeter. Okay, from this raw material you have to machine the profile as shown in figure. There are three operations: first facing operation, then plane turning operation, and third one is radius turning or curve turning as shown in figure. First you have to study the job drawing. From the job drawing you have to find out the various dimensions various, various dimensions of the component, its shape, its operation, sequence of operation, tools required, etc. As shown in figure, first you have to find out the tool path. This is our fifth program. Now you have to first find out the tool path. Before finding the tool path, first you have to find the work 0. Work 0 is at the center of the workpiece on the face of the workpiece. In CNC lathe there are only two axes. First one is a Z axis, which is horizontal, that is spindle axis, and perpendicular to its X axis. Okay, as shown in figure, first you have to find the tool path. Tool path means more to perform the various operations. You have to find out the tool movement. First you have to find out the machine home position, that is point A. Then from machine 0 or machine reference point or machine home position, you have to bring the tool nearer to the point where you want to start the operation. We have to start the first operation is a facing operation. So point C is your work 0 point or origin. Its coordinates are 0 0, means X 0 Z 0. From this point you have to measure all the coordinates. There is a one line on which the point B is lying, is an imaginary line which is 2 millimeter away from the workpiece surface. Okay, first you bring the tool or move the tool from point A to the point B, which is nearer to the starting point of the operation of point C. Then point C, you have to move the tool for facing operation along the x-axis. Before that, as mentioned in the problem, depth of cut is 1.5 millimeter. Then you have to decide how many cuts are required to perform the machining operation. As the diameter is 25, major diameter is a 25, Then you have to reduce the diameter from 25 to 20 millimeter for plane turning operation. Then you have to perform the radius turning. Means to reduce the diameter 25 to 20, you have to take two cuts. First cut is having depth 1.5 millimeter, means reduction in diameter is 3 millimeter. Therefore, in first cut you can achieve the diameter 22. The next cut is having depth of cut 1 millimeter. Then there is a reduction in 2 millimeter. Means within two cuts you can achieve the required diameter, that is 20 millimeter. Okay, and such you have to find out the tool path. Then from point C you have to move the tool to the point D for the first cut, that is first cut is point D. First cut is 1.5 millimeter, that is point D. Then when the tool moves from point C to D, the fishing operation will be performed. Then when the tool moves from point F to E, the first cut, that is plane turning operation, is performed. You can achieve the diameter 22 millimeter. When the tool reaches at point E along the Z axis up to the length 30 millimeter, you have to retract the tool from E to the F. F point is lying on the imaginary line. Okay, that is F point as shown in figure. Then for the next cut, you have to move the tool to the point G as shown in figure, that is second cut having depth of cut 1 millimeter. Then from G to point H along the Z axis to perform the plane turning operation. This plane turning operation is completed. After completing this cut, you have to retract the tool and move to the point F. Okay. Then after completing the plane turning operation, fishing operation is completed, plane turning operation is completed. Next, you have to perform the radius turning. Okay. To perform this operation, you have to move the tool from point F to point B, then from point B to point C. It is the starting point of the operation to perform the radius turning. From point C to point I, you have to move the tool from point C to the point I. This is along the curve as shown in figure. And the tool moves in which direction? Clockwise or anti-clockwise? It is anti-clockwise. So when the tool moves from point C to point I, you have to use the circular interpolation function, that is G03. When G03 is used, that is circular interpolation, you have to mention the starting point of the arc and end point of the arc. Starting point is C and end point of the arc is I. Then also you have to mention its radius. The radius having 10 millimeter. We'll see while writing the program how it is mentioned in the program, how this instruction is coded in the program. Okay. Then from I, you have to retract the tool to the point J so that you can move the tool, move the job easily from the chuck. Okay. This is the tool path as shown in figure. The tool movement is from A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F, F to G, G to H, H to again F, and F to B, B to C, C to I, and again J as shown in figure, that is point J, which is just away from the workpiece. That is, it is known as tool path. Then after finding the tool path, you have to find out the coordinates of this point, that is x value and z value. Okay, you have to prepare the table. Mention the point and its x value and z value. First, point A. Point A is a machine home position. Okay, point A is a machine home position. Then point B having the coordinates, x coordinate is 0 and z coordinate is 2, that is positive 2. Point C having the coordinates 0 0, x 0, z 0. Then point D having the coordinates 22 and z 0. Is it okay? You have to measure the coordinates from the point C. It is your origin. It is your workpiece 0. From this point, you have to measure the coordinates. D points having the x coordinate is 22. You have to mention the diameter value. X value is the diameter value. Actually, C to D its distance is 11 millimeter, but you have to mention its diameter, that is 22 millimeter. Okay, then Z value is 0. Then coordinates of the edge, x value remains same 22, z value is 20 plus 10. 10 is the radius and 20 is the length. 20 plus 30, 20 plus 10 equal to 30, that is coordinates of the point H 20, coordinates of point E 22 minus 30. Then from this point you have to mention the coordinates point EF, that is x30, z2, g20. After giving the cut 1 millimeter, the diameter will be reduced by 2 millimeter, so you can achieve the diameter 20. So that C to D, C to G, actual distance is 10 millimeter. You have to mention its diameter value, that x value is 20, z value is 2. Then move the tool along the z axis having coordinates h. X value is 20, z value is minus 30. Then I 20 minus 10, j 50, 30, like this. You have to find out the coordinates. From these coordinates, you have to write a part program. According to these tool movements, you have to give the command to the machine to move the tool along this tool path to achieve the required profile. First, this is our program number 5. P005 is a program number. It is our fifth program. Then, as usual, you have to first write down the defining blocks, that is N10, that is sequence number N10, then G28, U0, W0, that is machine reference position. Okay, G28, U0, W0, that is machine home position or machine reference position. Next block is N20, G90, G21, G94, end of the block. G90 means absolute coordinate measuring system. G28, all the dimensions are millimeter, that is metric system. G94, fill rate in millimeter per minute. Okay. Then third block, that is block number 30, N30, M03, start the spindle in clockwise direction at 800 rpm. Yes, indicate the spindle speed having 800 rpm. And M08, start the coolant. Okay, these are the defining blocks. Every program it remains same. Then you have to control the tool movement to perform the machining operations. N40, that is sequence number N40, G00 means rapid traverse. This code is used when there is no machining operation or when the tool moves in the air. In that case, you have to use the code G00, rapid traverse. Then you have to move the tool from point A to the point B. Okay, that is, you have to mention the coordinates of the point B, x00, z2. At this point, when you do this command, that is block number N50 is instructed the machine tool to move the tool from point A to point B. Okay, then you have to move the tool from point B to C. When the tool touches to the workpiece surface, you have to control its movement. You have to control its fill rate. Okay. Therefore, in block number 50 N50 G01 linear interpolation function and Z coordinates, you have to mention the coordinates point C point 7 the coordinates x0 z0. In previous block x0 is there. Therefore, you have to move the tool along the only z axis, that is z coordinates is 0 0. Okay. Then you have to control the fill rate. F indicates the fill rate 200 millimeter per minute end of the block. Means during this block number 50, your tool will be at point C, which touches the workpiece surface. Then to perform the facing operation, you have to move the tool from point C to point D by using the linear interpolation function. As G01 is a model function, it is not necessary to mention in the next block. It will remain active until it is cancelled by the another code. So, in block number 60, N60, you have to just mention the x coordinates, that is x22. Is it okay? Means during this block, tool will move from point C to D for performing the facing operation. Is it okay? Means facing operation is performed in block number 60 and 60. Okay. Then to perform the plane turning operation, you have to move the tool from point D to E in linear interpolation function. That is, you have to use the code G01. Again, it is not necessary to mention G01 in the block number 70. In 70, you just mention the tool movement along the z axis by mentioning its coordinates, and z coordinates having minus 30. So, N70 z minus 30 end of the block. Means during this block, a plane turning operation is performed. Is it okay? In this block, you can achieve the diameter 22. Okay. After performing this operation, you have to retract the tool away from the workpiece surface to avoid the scratch marks on the machine surface. So, you have to use the code G00, that is a rapid traverse, because tool will move in the air. There will no machining operation. Tool will move from E to F. Okay. Initially your tool is at point E. You have to move the tool from point E to F by mentioning its coordinates. Now how it is moved? With rapid traverse. Therefore, N80 G00 X30 Z2 end of the block. Means your tool is at point EF. X30 and Z2, these are the coordinates of the point EF, and tool will move in a rapid traverse by using the code G00. Is it okay? Then to perform the second cut, you have to move the tool along the x-axis by using the linear interpolation function, that is block number N90 G01 X20 F200. Because when this block is read, your tool will move at point G, that is it is just x coordinates having 20, z remains same, z2. The tool will move along the x axis. Okay. The next block, when the tool moves from point G to the point H, the plane turning operation is performed. For this operation, machining operation is performed. You have to use the linear interpolation function G01, and it is a model function, so that it is not necessary to mention again in the next block, that is block number 100 N100 Z minus 30. Just you have to move the tool along the Z axis to perform the plane turning operation, and your tool will be reached at point H. Then again you have to retract the tool with rapid traverse up to the point F, that is N110 G00 X30 Z2 end of the block. Then from the EF, you have to bring the tool at point B with the rapid traverse, that is block number N120 G00 X0 end of the block, means your tool is at point B. That is why you have to bring the tool at point B. You have to start the next operation from point C for radius turning. Now here for third operation, C is your starting point for the radius turning. So you have to bring the tool from F to B with rapid traverse, and from B to C you have to move the tool with linear interval function, that is G01, mentioning its coordinates, and C coordinates having the C points having the coordinates x0 z0. Therefore block number 130 G01 z00, and you have to mention the feed rate f 200 millimeter per minute end of the block, means your tool will touch to the point C, means to the surface of the workpiece slowly with the controlled feed rate, that is 200 millimeter per minute. Is it okay? Why we have to use the G01? When the tool touches to the workpiece surface, you have to use the code linear interpolation function, that is G01. Then now here you have to perform the radius turning operation. You have to move the tool along the radius. Radius value is 10 millimeter. Means to perform this operation, you have to move the tool from point C to point I. That is a radius turning. For radius turning, there are two types of codes, G02 and G03. G02 means circular interpolation function in clockwise direction, and G03 means circular interpolation function in counterclockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. Here, as shown in figure, as the tool is moving from point C to I is counterclockwise direction. Is it okay? So that we have to use G03 code, and you have to mention the starting point of the curve and end point of the curve. In previous block, your tool is at point C, that is x0 z0, it is starting point. In the next block, by using the circular interpolation function, you have to mention the end point of the arc, that is in the block number N140 G03. It is a circular interpolation function in counterclockwise direction. Okay. x20 z minus 10, these are the end points of the arc as shown in figure. X20, it is x value, and z minus 10, how much is the radius? Radius is a 10, so this distance is minus 10. These are the end points of the arc. Starting points of the arc is mentioned in the previous block, means your tool is at point C, that is starting point. From C you have to move the tool to the I, in the arc or in the arc of circle, that is circular interpolation function, and mention its end points. Is it okay? G03, x20, z minus 10, and you have to mention its radius. Next you have to mention its R10, and you have to also control the field rate F200 and end of the block. Is it correct? This is your radius turning operation. During the block number 140, the radius turning operation is performed. I will again explain you. G03 circular interpolation function in counterclockwise direction. What is x20 and z minus 10? These are the end points of the arc. x20, x coordinate is 20, z coordinate is minus 10. Then R10 is the radius of the arc, and F is the feed rate 200 millimeter per minute, and end of the block. Is it okay? It is known as radius turning. Then after performing the radius turning, you have to retract the tool away from the workpiece with the rapid traverse, that is N150 G00 X50 Z30 end of the block, means your tool will reach at point J as shown in figure, just away from the workpiece, so that you can easily remove the job from the jug. Then you have to write down the three blocks which is known as closing statements, that is N160, G28, U00, W00, N170, M05, M09. M05 means spindle off, M09 means coolant off, and last block is N180, M02, end of the block. Is it okay? Do you understood how the radius turning is used? In radius turning, you have to use the two codes G02 or G03. It depends upon the movement of the tool. If the tool movement is clockwise, you have to use the G02, and if the tool movement is counterclockwise, you have to use the G03. And while moving the tool, while performing this radius turning, you have to mention the G code G02 or G03 and its X and Z coordinates and its radius, that is end point of the arc. Is it okay? Thus we can perform the radius turning operation. Is it okay? Today we will study the radius turning operation. Is it okay? Last time I studied plane turning, facing, taper turning operation. Now today we will study and learn how to write a part program for the radius turning operation. Is it okay? Thank you.